Hi, this is Hazel Marie, and welcome to my craft room. Today I am going to show a project share. This is from my 70th birthday contest, and we had a drawing, and I believe it was on the 20th of the month, and our grand prize winner was Ronda Geary. And congratulations, Rhonda. I'm so proud that you won. Um, she won a mini uh, Doily book. Now, this particular book happens to be the first book I have ever made. I have made different kinds of books, but I've never made the Doily book. Now, I did watch Maggie White, and she has a I want to say seven video series that she goes from start to finish. If you want to learn how to make a Doily book, then I highly recommend that you go to her channel. And her channel is Maggie White. And she is an extremely talented lady, and I am a huge fan of hers. I also, when I was looking up information on how to make a Doily book, I found another YouTube channel, and I am so sorry, but I did not write the name down, and now I cannot find the video. I hate that happened because I really wanted to give her a shout out, and I wanted to plug her video, but it just did not work out, and I'm so sorry. But there are different videos out there, and I would recommend that you try them and look and see what works for you. Now, my video today is not a large book. Move it over to the side. It's made out of doilies. It has flowers and lace and pearls and butterflies and all kinds of dangles and beautiful laces. I love laces. It's one of my favorite things in the whole world to work with. Now, this is the first page, and I am going to, let me see how this will work best. This way I can get it all in. And this has a beautiful lady, and she is holding a parasol or an umbrella. I think back then they would have called it a parasol. Nowadays we call it an umbrella. But this is the first page, and this particular page is made from one doily, part of a second doily, and then on the back there is another doily. So I may not have used as many doilies as some people do. I do have a certain limit on how many I have, and I'm trying to make them stretch as far as I can. Now, I did go on to eBay, and I bought doilies, and you get 12, and they actually sent me 13, so I guess that was the baker's dozen of doilies, and I got ordered a dozen of white and a dozen of off-white. And I am going to dye my white doilies because the white is kind of stark. Although I did use some white with this one, and further on in here, I do prefer personally the ivory or the off-white. Now on this one, this beautiful lady And I did get this off of my own website, I believe, Pinterest. But you can go and search on Pinterest and you can find loads of beautiful, beautiful, beautiful ladies. And I have mine under vintage and Victorian too, both, I believe. Um, what I did was I took this top doily and then I put the picture down. Now, some people don't do that. They decorate it and then put the picture. But this is my first one, so who knows if I did it right or not. But anyway, I had a frame that was made out of lace that I put around, and I added flat back pearls. And then down here, I added this little pink dangle, and I added a pink dangle over here. And then in the middle, I put one flower underneath, and then a flower on top with another flower on top of that. Then I put another cloth flower here, a cloth flower on top, and a pearl. Now around the top, I use these, I call them scallops. I'm not sure exactly, or a fan. And I had bought these on the internet, and they come by the yard, and then you just snip them apart. And so what I did was I did snip them apart, and then I cut a little piece of lace off of a long piece of lace and just used that little section. And then I cut off a little piece of dangle and then put a rhinestone. And I did that all the way across the top. Now underneath, I have a white, and I don't know if you can see it very well, but it is a white doily that I put under there. And then what I did was I put these beautiful, beautiful pieces of lace that has a pointed edge. So beautiful. I love these. It's one of my favorites. And I had tea dyed those. Now underneath those, and I'm hoping I can show you, I came back and I put a row of dangles. These dangles here. I put two pieces of pearls here and two pieces of pearls. Let's see here. They're hiding from me. Where did they go? Oh, here they are. Okay, I knew they didn't get too far. I don't know about you, but do you hide things from yourself? Oh, I can cut stuff and it just disappears. Now, what I did do was I went on, after I finished, I only had 4 of these that were attached. Then I had some that were separate that I had cut. So I added another one on this side and another one on this side. So that when you looked at it, let me get this back together here. You can see that it has all kinds of dangles hanging down. And I wanted the dangles. Of course, everyone wants dangles. Now, here is my second page. Now, the second page is the same doily. And, oops, I lost something. It's right here. Okay, let's stick that back on there. I don't think that would be too good if I sent that to Rhonda with something missing. A beautiful little pink paper rose. This little rosebud. Now, this is the same doily that you saw on the front. And if you remember, it has the Battenberg white lace in between. And then I had a white heart. And it's a doily. And I put that on. And then I outlined it with pearls that are connected. They're not halfback pearls, they're regular pearls. And then in the middle, I used one of those, if you remember, on one of my videos, I had those hand-painted, beautiful not butterflies, but hearts, and all those other pieces that I purchased online. And I put one of those there. And this is a flower that you buy by the yard. I bought that on the internet. Now these are clay flowers, and I want you to see these because Maggie gave them to me. Thank you, Maggie. I love these clay flowers. And every project that she makes, she puts clay flowers. And so you can always tell it's her projects whenever she puts those on there. I love the ones that you sent me, Maggie. They were different sizes, and I did part with a few. I'm kind of hoarding them, and then that's not a good thing, I guess. Down here at the bottom, I put a white bow, and it's a little crochet bow. Put a little flower on the top, and then I put that paper flower. And then down here, this is a upcycled, I guess, piece. This was given to me. No, excuse me, it was not given to me. I bought this at Goodwill, and it was on that lamp that I'm going to turn into a purse. And it had a flower, kind of a, not really a flower I was going to use, and it had these hanging from it. And I took those off, and I glued them on. And so that's what that is. Down here, you can see more of those dangles. You can see the back of that beautiful lace and the pearls. Now, up here, this is a piece that someone gifted me. I think it's some kind of Chinese braid. I'm not really sure what this is, but I thought it looked real cute there. So I put it right there. So that makes up page number 2. Now, page number 3 is this one. And I think this girl looks, whoops, get her straight, very contemplative. Like, she's not unhappy, but she is, maybe thinking about something. Maybe she's thinking about the love of her life. I don't know. But anyway, I chose her to put here. And I had another one of those really neat, frames, I guess you'd call it, with the lace, and I put that around. And then I used this beautiful lace right here. Love this lace. Ladies, I love lace. I don't know what's wrong with me. But there's a lady called Donnie, D-O-N-I, and then she has H, D-O-N-I space H. That lady loves lace. I'm telling you, you would really enjoy going to her website. I just get such a kick out of her. I just love to watch her, and she really goes into lace and information about it. She has got so much lace. I don't know how much Maggie has, Maggie White, but I do know that Margaret, 7MRST, I have never seen as much lace as what that lady has. Oh my goodness. And I would highly recommend going to um, her website. She is just, she's the lace queen as far as having gorgeous laces. But this beautiful, beautiful lace, I put all the way around. As you can see, I have one of those white doilies underneath. And up here, I cut a flower in half. And on top of that, I put a white cloth flower. And then I put a little butterfly. I love these butterflies. And I'm not sure who gave those to me, but oh, if you gave them to me, let me know where you got them, because I would love to buy some of those. And then down here, I took a flower apart, and then I put let's see, underneath it I have I have a cloth flower underneath. Then I have the paper flower, and then I have a cloth flower. Then I have a flatback pearl. And as you can see, I have put flatback pearls all around here. Love those things. Those are so pretty. And then over here, I took the other half of this flower and I flipped it around and I put it right here. I don't know if you can tell or not, but here it comes this way. And I glued some pearls, the kind you get on a string, not a string, but on a roll. And I put those there. And then I put I put a bow, excuse me, underneath. Then I put a cloth flower and another one of those beautiful little butterflies right here. And I'm hoping that picks this up because it just turned out so pretty and I just love it. And that is my third page. Now, my fourth page is this one. Now, she looks so very vintage, and I decided I would put her on this page. Now, she is on the same doily. Remember, I told you that I used the ecru or ivory doilies. I put a white doily, and then I put one of my doilies that I cut from a tablecloth. It's the next layer. So there's 1, 2, 3 layers. And I put the picture of my lady here in the middle. And here's another one of those frames. And I bought these at Hobby Lobby. And I want to say they were like $1.79 for two. Anyway, I really enjoyed them. I used them all up in this particular album, but I really loved them. Then I put flatback pearls around. And then I came around and I put lace flowers all the way around. And I counted the spacing so that they would, work out. And up here, I put a little piece of doily. I think it's a half piece. And then I put another one of those hand-painted appliques. And as y'all remember, I could not remember that word last time. Here I am just spouting. I guess it's a good thing that I'm doing this several days after that treatment because I couldn't remember anything. Okay, down here, oh, that gorgeous lace. I love this lace. Is that beautiful? And the thing is that I did not have enough of this. So what I did was I cut it, and then let me see if you can, I've already glued it down, so it's kind of hard to see. But I kind of made it go over the top of the next one so that it filled in. And then, whoops, let's see here. I put down here, there's some of those dangles. I love dangles. Over here, I put some dangles, the same one. Now, I did tea dye. I green tea dyed them, and say that a few times. And there's another one of those little flowers. And let's see. Let's see if I should back out one more time so you can see a little bit better. Okay. Now, for my last page, on the inside, I used one of those beautiful hearts. Now, these are the ones that were hand painted. Love those. Now, as you can see, I have, let's look up here. I have the ivory, and then I have a white, and I used another of those heart doilies. And this is Battenberg lace up here, and it goes like so. And I know it's kind of hard when you're seeing white on white. Excuse me. But, excuse me just a second. Oh, thank you. The white on white is kind of hard to see, but when you see it in person, it's much easier. And of course, I still have lots of glue everywhere. But what I did was I took this and I put it down toward the end of the heart. The heart ends right here. I think you can see that. There we go. What looks crooked to me is straight on camera. And what I did was I added white flatback pearls around the heart. And then I took this beautiful, 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 beautiful lace that I had that is also a part of this particular product, not part of the heart, but what you buy. And I cut those and I put those around. And then I came back, and where they appeared, I put a flatback pearl. Now, at the top of the heart goes like so. This is the Battenberg lace. I don't know if you can see that well, but I put a white, it's actually an off-white bow and an off-white flower. Now, at the bottom, look at these. Aren't they just absolutely beautiful? I love that lace. Just love it. And then underneath it, it has some more lace. And that is my final page inside. Now, oops, going the wrong way. It's hard to know which way to go here. Now, this is my outside page. Now, this one I made very simple. I have noticed that a lot of the people who make these books tend to make the back simple. First of all, you don't see it, but second of all, you're always laying it down. And so I didn't want to put anything that would get all messed up. So here is the ivory lace. And then this right here, I bought, now I have to say, I bought some, which was unusual. I bought some at 3 different places. I bought some at two different times at a thrift store, and then a store for battered women, and then I bought a couple at an antique store. but they are so beautiful. They're cloth in the middle, and then they're embroidered, or not embroidered, but crocheted around. And I put a flat back pearl in each one, and I put a large one right here. Now down here, you can see the lace from the other side, like so. And you can see all the goodies that are hanging down. I know you're not supposed to brag on yourself, but you know what? I'm proud of myself because I've never made one of these before, and it was so much fun. As I said in my video, whenever I was drawing the winner for this particular book, that I made the front page. I came back, I didn't like it, I didn't feel comfortable with it, and I took it apart. And you know what? I rebuilt it, liked it a lot. Came back today, and I thought, oh, there's something about just too much white through here. And so I added some pink. Who knew? Okay, now over here, how I put mine together, and there's two ways, actually more than two ways, but what I learned was you can use bias tape or ribbon, and what I did was I went through the books, as you can see, and I went through the hole on the doily, and I kept going through each one. Just make sure you line them up, and make sure, as a caution, that you line up your book to where all the points are going the same direction, and your top is in the middle. Make sure of that. And if you have someone looking this way, make sure the other person is looking this way if you use these two photographs. That was another thing I learned. I'm telling you, Miss Maggie, she's a real good teacher. And you don't always have to have photos. You can also have a photo and something else. And that's what I decided to do. I just decided, and I had all my photos, but I thought, I'm not going to make it just a photo book. I'm just going to make it the way I would like to have it, and that's what I did. And as my last comment, over here, I tied a knot, and this is the seam binding. Then I tied a bow, and got him upside down. Oh, got her standing on her head. Who knew? Now, on the end of each one, you know, I did learn one thing from Maggie, is if you do it on one side, you should do it on the other. So I'm going to see if I have some more of these so I can put one on each side. So if it turns this way, you can see the dangles. That was one of the other things I learned. And anyway, I'm very proud. I love it. And I would highly recommend that you go to Maggie White's video series and learn how to make these doily books. They're so easy. It's just, you just need sometimes someone to kind of walk you through it. But this is for Ronda Geary. And Ronda, I just hope you enjoyed this book as much as I enjoyed making it for you. And thank you for entering my contest. And I had a wonderful birthday. And I'm still having a good birthday. I'm telling you, one of my daughters gave me money because she couldn't find what I was wanting. And so now I get to decide, what do I want, you know? I love it. So God bless everybody. Thank you for watching. And please come visit me again. Love you guys.